effective, though Maokai, I think, struggles more. It's going to be Riven, so certainly you can still go towards things like the Hex Drinker and building in that way. You can get
pretty low, but you've got an Infernal Drake coming through to Golden Guardians, and that is certainly a payoff for playing the more aggressive bottom lane. Lucian, Alistar,
table now. That was a flashless Rise. Again, this is
Here's the
not
repeat.
coordination.
Flashing in, look at the Ignite, so much damage, bang, he's gone! And now a 3v1 under the turret, Aphromoo, his days are numbered! Stopwatch buys 2 seconds, they drop the aggro, looking for the re-engage there, and there's the kill! 2 in the bottom farm, almost identically back and forth. Now another fight here top side, they find the stun. That's gonna be a good flash for Hanser going back towards his team, but first Tuhi in range, and they're gonna find the stun off the W. There's the lot of damage coming through the ult as well. They might get the next little bit, Someday comes through and finds it. There's a kill on the board for 100 Thieves.
I feel like Hanser they certainly haven't been able to make it look perfect.
Well, let's flash down.
Go.
Follow! Froggen finds himself the solo kill in the mid lane. That's true to form here.
Donate the plates over to Someday here. First tower, 2 plates. That is such a huge goal. Scaled very well into later stages. Hanser maybe getting caught here.
Quite a bit. Good chunk down, and Zach's coming by as well. Do they have the damage to get away from the Q? Might have it. Yes, he does. A solo kill under tier 2 turret.
Yeah, end up flashing in, but not even getting...
Getting pretty scary. You can see the mid lane, of course, that leads pretty nice. Another Q is going to land. Nice flash get away from Ole, but it doesn't matter. Contracts finds the kill anyway. Now, how about the re-engage as Zach shows up? Wait for the squad as well as Someday has TP'd in. Pulls back into Zach, and Ole doesn't have an easy way out either. This poor Alistar's been sucked right back up on top of a Riven. Stunned yet again. Ole's trying to run, but the health bar reads O as well.
I think we'll have to watch that one more time.
Like,
but
did he think to not ask? Did Froggen not tell him? I'm not sure, but clearly some miscommunication, some kind of thing there, because it wasn't. Let's see what we find. They're waiting around. And all the players are right here. Connor's in the front line. Zach pulling back the slingshot, but not going to go for it. Has to wait again. Now this Drake coming lower and lower. The jungle's going to get in range for the smite at some point. Contract's actually sussing out where Anda is. Pushing him off that one, and that means it's a disengage because there was no smite contest.
Yep, the Dragon does get reset, but they at least do it one more time. It's still down about 2k HP. We don't know where Onda is, but he's likely over around the blue buff looking for a slingshot, I would assume, and there he goes.
Smited up by Contract. Now the team fight is there, but he's already in a blob blitz, and the explosive cast disengages. They might try to kill these things off. They're getting lower, and yes, Anda will in fact die, and Bang had teleport, but never pressed the button.
Your team is behind 4,000 gold, so Hanser doesn't need to fight. You just need to wave clear.
Well, they're going to try for this one, though, as Hanser's going to have half HP. Once again, the ult comes through. Here's the shield, but he's running as fast as he can. Plenty of damage, and Someday just cuts him down where he stands. Contest for him. The farm keeps going up on his side of the map. Down that goes. Definitely split pushing a little bit on the side. Right now, CSD is +0, whatever. 3,000 gold matters. No, that's a deletion. It's Froggen versus Someday here, and Braum is gone.
Going back towards the IE.
Might fight. Ooh, actually a bit early for Anda, and Hanser does the last little ticket damage. In fact, that they are very far ahead of their respective opponents. Now a slow onto Hanser, and even the rest of the team is trying to pick on this Rise. Flashing away, though. Joined back up by Anda, and the chase is there. The stun's going to be found at a sad and fourth death fight. That's not going to happen just yet. Instead, Ocean Drake is picked up. Better poking and resilience for Golden Guardians.
And I think Someday, when he's 2-tier stacked, he has a QSS. How do you kill that guy at this point in the game? It gets very, very difficult. And Huhi has his fully
close to Infinity Edge on top of that one. Not too much more to go. We're going to find a nice stun. The Drowsy there as well. A big chunk. And that's the passive pop. But on the other side is Ola. He's taking a bit of damage as well. Goes for big stun, but he's still getting worn down. And they will indeed get that kill as the Zac stays alive on the other side. Another one for 0. 100 damage output. Being consistent, and now Someday finding another fight. Pops the ult, goes for damage on a Hanser. Suddenly Deathly's here, but can he win a 2v1? That answer is certainly yes. Takes one down. Nice Cullen gets some damage across as he's burning.
He has a GA, bought an additional stopwatch after that, and has his flash ult.
Ole getting chunked heavily down below 1,000. Stunned up, ulti on, but it might still be enough. Headbutts back as Zach, and he's gonna burn, and he's gonna just drop to Aphromoo.
Hero play with the rest of his team moving down. They've actually they pulled off the Baron, so if Golden Guardians can get out, this is great for them.
That is a significant miss by 100 Thieves to give away the
six. Get the worst out of both, and here it is one more time. Someday fully confident, going straight in onto Hanser. And he does get the Seraphs up, but he's just destroyed, unable to flash out of there, and then you can see down. But Ole is here to bodyguard. It's just a free Baron.
Okay. Both major neutrals are picked up now, back to back. Baron buff. Champion's gonna take the aggro for a bit, but there's number 1. Elder Dragon still lasting for 10 more seconds. They have a little bit of the siege. Get a couple auto attacks in, but they'll let it get wave cleared. Baron's still on though for 2.5.
They have an Haunter pushing in mid lane. He's going to be able to knock down that. That's a second turret going their way. You want to see them try to play very aggressively here. And now 100 that he could look for, but Golden Guardian's going to step up and be able to knock down an inhibitor turret. 100 Thieves just not willing to fight for it.
You're not going to defend the turret. You almost certainly lose the inhibitor itself. Still 50 seconds on this one. Yeah, the mid lane about to drop. The minions doing the work. There's the gold coming across. And that inhib is now 2 shots from dead.
I mean, they're just seeding everything. You gave over the Elder, you gave over the Baron, you're giving over both of your inhibitor towers, and now an inhibitor without even trying to fight, and this is just...
They're seeding everything, hoping it grows into a beanstalk, but right now it's Bang just getting pushed right back out, and that's going to be double inhibitors down.
I mean, what can you say about that, right? That they're not willing to fight when answering the bot lane push, so definitely 6 items now on this Lucian. Full build, walks up, knocks down another turret. They're trying to control this jungle area.
So there's no fight to be had.
Froggen chunked him out, so they have to back off, and Haunter is just doing the dragon by himself.
Gonna try anyway. He's gonna go in without the AD carry at all. Turns into Bloblets right away. Here comes the re-engage. They find a Samba. Sunday is still not in range. They're still gonna be able to burn down this Elder Dragon, and this is the most massive Elder Dragon you have seen in pro play. It's a 7-stack double buff. This is gonna be massive. Here they go. Down he goes. This is going to be the push in for the Nexus. There is no chance you stop this. There's simply too much damage. The GA can't save him either. Someday is going to drop. It's Monday already. We'll see him next week. Now in forward, and look at that burn. Bang is burning. He has a giant Seraph shield and barely makes it back to the fountain, but there is no defense to be had. Golden Guardians will win this game. They will improve the 5 and 7. They are in playoff position. That ult doesn't matter. The base is gone, and Golden Guardians will crush 100 Thieves in the team fight.
I mean, I'm almost at a bit of a loss for words. I have to say, that performance in the late game from 100 Thieves is one of the most disappointing things I have ever seen. They just didn't fight for anything. And Golden Guardians are happy to take what felt like a pretty easy late game win. They're not contested at the Elder, not contested at the Baron, not contested at the second Elder, not contested at either of the inhibitors, and Golden Guardians say, yeah, sure, we'll take it all. And they take the win as well.
The one time they contest was when Bang was at 2 HP and was forced to recall, and Context goes, that's the time to engage. We don't have Ezreal, let's take a team fight. Oh, weird, they lost that one. I agree, this was a disappointing end. 200 Thieves, who had pulled back a miracle comeback yesterday, this time, they did the end of the game that you expected of rolling over and just letting the game finish out.
Well, it felt like